I'm finna crash out. Can't get rid of me, that's what they really mad about.
And we're back
You are now
with another episode of
the sitcom.
Crashout, the sitcom. We are on episode 6, where we dive into all of your monthly, conspiracy theories,
the bullshit,
the drama,
everything else going on from here to Roswell with your mama.
Oh man, it's been a crazy week. We decided to kind of break up these segments. At first, we were doing 2 segments a night. I was editing 2 segments a night. We were posting 2 segments for post every night for one night. It was just crazy. So we had to split them up. We're on a different night. We're a different timeline tonight.
Well, that's right.
Welcome to Crash Out the Sitcom. I am your host, Tio Val.
This is your boy Omega right here next to me. There, you know what I'm saying, is my spick and crime, my good company. You know what I'm saying. And
The homie.
we about to hit you up. No, that's family, dog. You fam, cut. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but
yeah.
we're here to hook you up with some new enlightening developments there in your day-to-day news and cheese, man. You know what I mean? Just keep you up.
The good thing
on
about
the
us
bar.
is we get to give people these news segments, right? That sometimes a lot of people, they skip over. They see it in reels and they go, don't really pay too much attention to it.
We
but,
do.
Yeah, we pay a lot of attention to it. We dive right into it, and we give it to you guys raw and uncut. And however you guys want to digest it is up to you. However you guys want to believe after we bring up these topics, totally up to you.
And again, just totally our point of view. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's just what we see there, like how TOV said.
Yeah.
And we're going to fucking jump right into it there.
Yeah.
So welcome back, folks.
First topic of tonight, we are going to be talking about hip hop and CIA involvement. A resurfaced Reddit thread claims that the CIA invented hip hop in the 1980s to destabilize and manipulate youth culture, funding acts like N.W.A, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Dr. Dre. Supposedly, hit songs were scripted by CIA plants to serve as propaganda tools. You know, these theories spike in August-themed conspiracy discussions. What do you think about this, Omega?
This, again, we are breaking it down, folks, for y'all, so that way you can grasp the concepts that we are trying to lay on you there. This goes back, again, to the cahoots of the music industry, you know, in cahoots with the prison system.
Right. A lot of these
You know?
topics that we talk about.
And who is involved with the prison system? The government.
Yeah, the government.
They're federally funded, baby.
MK Ultra, CIA, investigators. A lot of people, even they say, like we talked in other episodes, the owners of record labels and other powerful entities, if you will, that own these private prisons. And it's not that hard to believe that there would be CIA plants, because, you know, we see a lot of them to this day. They say, you know, that Bobby chick, she was a plant for a minute. She just stopped podcasting after doing, I think maybe it was like 20 episodes or something like that. I
She
think
was a young mom.
I think she got all the information she needed. You know what I mean? Whatever information they sent her to get, she got. And it seems like a lot of these new aged superstars and influencers, if you will, end up being tied up into this conspiracy of being industry plants or CIA plants, if you will.
Right.
So it's I don't know. It's really easy to believe that a lot of this was, and like we were talking about how, you know, the drill music, right, where they're sending these rappers beat packs with already their dead ops names in them.
Right.
Gunshots. And,
Again, fueling the fire.
yeah, feeling the fire. So then what it does is it just pushes the agenda that they want you to do, which is commit more crimes so they could fill these prisons and make more money. And the CIA has been doing stuff like that for decades upon decades with the MK Ultra.
The CIA
even testing,
helped mass
even
produce
testing,
LSD.
even testing weed. You know what I'm saying? Like the scene in Pineapple Express isn't too far fetched either. Where
Illegal.
where they have somebody sitting in a room and they go,
We should be talking
let's
about
see
this.
what this does to this person's psyche, and then let's document it, and then let's bring someone else in from let's bring in a woman, and let's bring in a man, let's bring in a 16-year-old, 7, whatever. You know what I mean? However they get all of the data to get the information that they need, they do it, and they do it in secrecy, and they do it with a lot of government money. And
you know what's crazy there? They're doing this shit right now.
Right in your face.
Right now, they're, hey, yeah, clinical free trials. Go and look that up. They will pay you for your free trial to this new something that they're looking for. So, again, be awake.
I saw that one where
Be
they're
awake,
like, "We'll
man,
we'll buy one of your testicles for $60,000." I was like,
What?
"Fuck yeah!" And I tried finding out where, and then it was fake, and I was all, "Oh man!" I was like, "Cause I wouldn't mind."
I already
doing that.
have
Like,
kids. I'm
yeah,
good.
I got
I'm
two.
good.
I got two boys. I'm
It's a
chilling. Like,
vasectomy.
you could take them both and put two little fucking ping pong balls in there. Well, I don't give a fuck.
Yo, man, if they could put an artificial eye, I'm sure they'll give you another ball to hang just the same
Well, they
size.
need, yeah, they need bigger size ping pong balls for sure. My sack's too big. Henceforth, crashing out.
Yep.
All right, let's move
Welcome
along.
back.
Big Meech snitch allegations. 50 Cent recently accused Big Meech, BMF founder, of informing on federal investigations to cut his sentence. Provoked by Big Meech's social media appearance with Rick Ross, Big Meech publicly refutes it. I never folded. Fans are stirring online claims and alternate takes. What do you think, Ayo?
The funny thing about this whole shenanigans of
Tell me.
the shit show, 50 Cent went to cover this guy's whole documentary on a family basis there from when he was a kid.
Talk about the series, right?
The series there,
Yeah.
yeah. So the BMF, founder, which is G Unit Productions, now to go back on his word and say like, yeah, you was a snitch after putting out the show.
Yeah.
That's some whack ass shit. 50
And
man.
the reason I
Yo,
think it's
son,
some
I
whole
think he's fucked up with that 50 man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
50 to 50 to, you should have done like that.
The
duh.
reason I think it's some hoe shit is just because,
that,
like, you're right. He made the whole series, and he studied the family. He interviewed everybody.
Made money on my family, and
And-
then you call me a snitch?
Yeah, you make money off of the show, and then you turn around and call him a snitch just because he took a picture with Rick Ross. And from my understanding, the reason he was taking pictures of Rick Ross is because Rick Ross actually offered him a bag of money, bought him a watch, did all kinds of extravagant things that to pay homage to somebody like Big Meech, right? And
Let me take you out to dinner. Yo, you such a
Yeah.
iconic person.
And 50 Cent
Let
took
me
it
be
as
genuine.
disrespect, like, oh, you're disrespecting 50 Cent. How dare you? So it's like 50 Cent has this,
Man, New York mentality.
yeah, this New York mentality, or just ego, where it's like if you even talk to the person that says something bad about me, you're on my shit list. And I don't know. I think it's ruining a lot of relationships. It's ruining a lot of business.
I mean, the only question I would have to
endeavors.
really have to ask there would be, did Ross and Meech meet before? Did they know each other? Were they homies before? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all know
And if they
people
and
circulate.
if they weren't though, like at the same time, if he's just showing paying homage to Big Meech and
Mm-hmm.
hooking him up with a bag, like, hey, you inspired me, blah blah blah. Here's a bag, here's a watch. There's nothing wrong with that, dog. Like honestly, like if somebody was to give me a bag and a watch just for inspiring them, and someone like 50 Cent studied my family and made a movie or a series about my family, and then turned around and called me a snitch, I'd be pretty pissed too. So I don't blame any of the Meeches, whether it's Big Meech, Young Meech, Lil Meech.
Any of the fan.
Yeah, I'm upset. I'm upset for you, honestly. I think it's bullshit.
This is kind of weird.
And then there's even rumors, right, that 50 Cent and Tekashi 6ix9ine and others in the industry, Jim Jones. These are purely speculation, but still things that have been proven, right, with paperwork and recordings and stuff like that.
Right.
That they're actually federal informants. So Tekashi 6ix9ine's been found in the ring of that. So is 50 Cent. So is Jim Jones.
Yeah, that's why little ass stuck out there in the Dominican Republic and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why
exactly.
you don't see anything from 6ix9ine
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
He switched his whole format there. They said, you can't do anything in the limelight how you used to do. Boom, bam, bam.
Well, they
boom,
just said
bam.
you can't do any gangster shit or
Oh,
like
no, he's
provoking
done.
rappers
He's done
and
with
shit.
that.
And that was his whole.
He switched over to reggaeton.
Yeah, that was
He
his
switched
whole
over
persona.
to reggaeton singing
You
with
lost-
the auto tune.
You lost your persona, Tekashi, and I'm sorry, man.
But that's crazy that, you know what I mean? All those cats again fell in with that there. But again, Big Meech there, the 50 allegations there.
Well, it's just like you're a snitch because I don't want
Yeah.
no one to find out that I'm really a snitch. You know what I mean? It's like you're calling the kettle black, if you will.
Well, it's easier to strike first, right? Well, the
Right.
iron's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
All right. Moving on. Jay-Z and Beyoncé secret industry exit. Why? So they're saying that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are preparing for an industry exit. They're saying goodbye to Hollywood, goodbye to the music industry. Why? There's a lot of reasons on the internet that are circulating. It's one of them that they're both involved in the Diddy allegations as far as sexual abuse and ritualistic behaviors, if you will. So I don't know if I was Jay-Z and Beyonce, I would definitely be
quiet as a church mouse on a steeple.
Yeah, I'd be running for the hills. You know what I'm saying? So other notables move along. Speaking of rappers and courts and all that stuff, Afro Man is still involved in a 2022 lawsuit from police officers that claimed their information was harmed. Our reputation was harmed due to Afro Man putting their police raid footage of Afro Man's home in his merchandise and music videos. And me and my brother found this out the other day. And at first we thought he was like indicted. I need to put that sound in here. That's one of the next sounds I need to put in here. Jim Carrey's indicted from Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yes.
I need to throw that shit in here.
Indicted.
Yeah. So I guess what happened 2022, Afro Man got raided. He used the police footage in some of his music videos and merchandise, and then the cops turned around and said, "Hey, bro, you're violating our civil rights. We're gonna sue you, Afro Man."
Shut the fuck.
Yeah, and they act like Afro Man has I don't know exactly how much Afro Man has, but when we talked to him at the City of Industry Summerfest thing for B-Real's birthday,
Snoop was DJing.
I was talking to Afro Man and asking him how much he was asking for a feature. He was only asking like $500, and so. I know for a fact that those cops are coming for a bunch of not so much. If
they're trying to prove a point.
Sense. Yeah, they're just trying to prove a point. Let's move along.
Must have been some gangster shit.
Yeah, celebrity occult and soul selling rumors. From celebrity interviews to Instagram art events, figures like Lady Gaga and Marina Abramović remain central to rumors of occult worship. Okay. And soul selling packs. She's the one that was in the Jay-Z video when he's rapping in the art gallery, and he's like doing the stuff and like rapping nose to nose with her or whatever. She's like a really big in the art world.
Oh, she's the one that she always wears like the thin goth, like kind of like Lydia.
Yeah, but not the older lady.
No, not that one, right?
Yeah,
not
she's in like middle aged, I guess you could say, probably like 50. Okay, gotcha. She's not the other one, not the Rick.
Yeah,
Owens
you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, Rick Owens' wife. Yeah, she has like where her fingers are like strangled by the rings, and her fingers are all black and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that lady's crazy.
Y'all better check out on that name.
But yeah, it's been going on. It's been a rumor in the industry for many, many years, probably even centuries, since the beginning of, I want to say, even silent films, and before that some of these stars may have been involved in selling their soul to get where they're at. Me and my brother, we just watched Sinners the other night, kind of talking about the same thing. We talked about the Easter egg, right? You saw
there was that Easter egg there for sure at the end. If y'all were keeping up to it there, I'm not going to say the names of them there because, we don't want to get silenced out or anything there. But at the end, when they come back, and I can say the time frame there, which is the 70s, when he was an old man and he had his face scratched. He was at a bar, and the same two, they showed up at the bar. But the thing about that you guys missed was that they were in front of a mirror.
All three of them.
Well, there was only him talking.
No, but the girl.
Yeah, she was still off to the side there, just a little bit there.
But it did show that both of them were in front of a mirror. Yeah,
and the mirror in the background there, you could see them. Literally, the point of view was from a back shot, upper torso, looking at the shoulders there, but looking through the mirror, there was no reflection. There was no at all.
And so the interesting thing about that is that the musician was not bitten by any of the vampires in the movie. So it just went to show that he sold his soul for music, right? In the beginning of the movie with the guitar, and that's what carried him through his life. Correct? Am I saying that right?
No. Yep.
So
exactly.
Then it shows that even if you sold your soul, or even if you're a vampire, your soul is not there,
and you're not recognizable.
You're not recognizable in a mirror. I think
that
lot
was
of
crazy.
it was just a huge message. You know what I mean? Showing that there's two aspects to the game as far as stuff like that goes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they say that Lady Gaga has sold her soul. They've said that almost every celebrity that you could think of that has gotten a major deal over the millions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can make a couple million being really talented and not having to sell your soul. But when you start landing these 20 million, 30 million, $billion deals, that's when things come into question. Like, what did you have to do, or what ritualistic behavior did you have to go through to get that kind of...
Oh, they already know. There's an initiation
shine.
There. They just want to know which one you actually went through.
Yeah, because there's many.
And it's
allegedly.
I mean, we've seen it.
Yeah,
they're blatantly out there.
Speaking of dark allegations behind the scenes, Danny Trejo was claimed to be dead this week.
Oh no!
They said Danny Trejo passed away. They said
horror man
Machete
himself
was no longer.
Machete don't text, man.
Machete don't text.
Rest in peace, Machete. Man.
Nah, but then it said regarding Danny Trejo, despite persistent rumors online, Danny Trejo is still alive as of August 2025.
Who the fuck is blogging that shit? You better not be fucking saying that about the legend there, Danny Trejo.
His reported death was a hoax and emerged around July 30th and was officially debunked by his representatives. You brought up a good point.
That was fucking caca. Why would you do that?
He just opened up a restaurant
and a donut shop too.
So Danny Trejo's donut shop.
Taco shop.
Yeah, and the taco shop, maybe they were or weren't doing so hot, and something like this probably sparked everyone's attention again as to who Danny Trejo is. Because you got to remember, in this day of age, in this generation, it's not like we have short-term memory, but the newer generation has the shortest term memory that anybody could ever measure in nanoseconds, like on basketball. Remember he's talking about that shit? That shit's true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids don't even know who Nas and Jim Jones are whenever they're talking about the beef.
They live life in reels, like the reel.
Just an example.
8-second
you know what I'm saying?
Reel.
That's why we're here on the Crashout. We're here to bring everything that you might not think of, you want to dive a little bit into. We're here to break it down.
Real shit to bring to life.
New Mexican to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Got it, baby.
All right, let's see. Moving. Ooh, this is a good one. Comedian Matt Rife becomes the guardian of the Conjuring house that houses Annabelle and all the relics that they've collected into this paranormal museum.
Bro, you're not telling me what I'm thinking you're telling me.
Yeah, you know who Matt Rife is, right?
No, who's that?
He's a younger comedian. He's like on like Kill Tony and stuff like that, right? Always doing like the little 60-second bits and stuff like that. I think I've seen him on a couple podcasts.
Okay.
But I guess he's an up and comer. He has enough money to buy the Annabelle house. He's really famous. Yeah, super famous now.
Okay.
So yeah, like
somebody hooked him up, and he had a good standing, and he got a good crowd behind him.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
I'm old school again.
So what was purchased was the Warren Occult Museum and former home in Monroe, Connecticut, site of their artifact collection. The legal status, Rife and Casti, which is the other guy that's a legal guardian of the artifact collection, including Annabelle.
What?
But the items legally are still owned by the others. Like wherever the relics came from, they're still owned by those people. They're just housing them and being the guardians of them. The guardianship is understood to last for 5 years. So I think this is like a thing where every 5 years somebody could renew the contract of being the guardian, or somebody else can outbid them, I guess. I don't know. This is just getting crazy. Future plans, they intend to reopen the house and the museum to the public for tours and overnight paranormal investigations after resolving fire safety and zoning issues.
Wow.
So, yes, the latest purchase does involve the museum tied to the Conjuring franchise, but not the exact Rhode Island house depicted in the films. But it's the real house. The one that they
real house.
You wouldn't be able to shoot in that house. You wouldn't be able to shoot.
Yeah.
You can't shoot a movie in that house.
I got you there.
Everyone would die. Let's see.
You're so stupid.
Additional content. No, I'm serious. No, look, it even says it right here. Look.
Anytime electrical.
Yeah. So it says additional context. The acquisition and was announced on Instagram and TikTok, where Rife described himself as obsessed with paranormal and called the property one of the most prominent pieces of paranormal history in the world.
Wow.
Although Dan Rivera, a paranormal investigator touring Annabelle in recent months, recently died unexpectedly.
What?
When the doll was described as not being in the room at the time, and authorities found no signs of foul play. Dude, that
Annabelle,
silence
little
alone
Megan.
that got me it got me scared because I was thinking of the scene. Remember there was a scene in the Annabelle movie where the guy remember the guy that was traveling in the car?
Oh,
remember he had her in the back seat. The investigator guy had her in the car, dude, and she was in the back seat, and then that fucker crashed and burned and died.
So you thinking that's what it's portraying to?
But that happened in the movie before it even happened, dog.
But do you think that is portraying what it...
Well, she's done it to other people. Annabelle's done it to other people is what the movie's saying. So I don't know, dude. Like this,
say your prayers.
I burned my leg, Annabelle. Ow.
See, you talking about her?
I know. Okay, moving on. All right. We're going to take a little break. We're at 23 minutes right now. We always take a break so that way we could, gather our thoughts and we come back with the good, bad, ugly, and bizarre New Mexico coming right next after this. Annabelle burned my leg, dog.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah. All right. All right. We're back with Crashout the sitcom. Hold on. I have to start this off right. I got scared. This is to all the relics in the world.
You are now watching
Crashout the sitcom. All right, I'm your host, Tio Val. It's your boy, A Omega. We were just talking about some crazy ass shit in the last segment, but now we're moving on to the good,
Goosebumps.
the good, the bad, the ugly, and the bizarre New Mexico.
Burn spots.
Yeah. One good thing about New Mexico, New Mexico's bright spots, acequias and climate resilience. Traditional acequia farmers in northern New Mexico are innovating irrigation to adapt to drought and climate stress. They're preserving living systems while strengthening community brands and amid political and environmental challenges. So that's cool. They're building a lot of acequias. Hopefully they're going to start with, cities like Rio Doso and the cities that are really affected by the flooding and
that's
fires.
happening in northern New Mexico?
All over New Mexico.
Oh, all over New Mexico.
Yeah, all the acequias for sure across New Mexico.
Okay, that's very fucking interesting. That's an interesting point there. I want to bring it up there because I'm a little mad on that. You know what I mean? Fucking, I'm going to say it like that there starting it off with the F word there because I've never seen the Rio Grande go dry.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen the Rio Grande go dry in all the time that I've been here in Nuevo Mexico. You know what I'm saying? And, you
true.
Go up north there. I was on my way to Taos the other day. The river's running fine. River's running good. People are fishing, having a good time. Where the hell's where's the water down there? Where's the water down here?
Right. It seems like the closer it gets to Texas, the less water we have, right? And
but acequia's there. I mean, usually it gets out of Albuquerque before it even hits them. I mean, that's still a long travel.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm thinking these acequias and all of this and that there, drying out the land right here in the city, which is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. Have you ever seen the Rio Grande? You've lived here all your life.
No. This is the driest I've seen a Rio Grande, and it was crazy. I seen my homie. I forgot who it was. I seen him on Instagram the other day. He was golfing in the Rio Grande, dog. Like literally, just like able to hit a golf ball in the Rio Grande sand, like literally in the middle of the river.
I saw a bike club decide to go there with their mountain bikes and all of that and run through it. Just drive down. There's people with the side-by-sides, the Can-Ams. Hey, put the little flags on, go underneath the bridge.
So hopefully this is good for the water of New Mexico. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can fight this drought. Hopefully we can get through all of this, this potential harmful environment that we're creating for ourselves in New Mexico by selling the water rights or allowing other states to do what they want with our water.
It's crazy.
So hopefully this is a good thing. All right, another good thing in New Mexico. Farmington LDS Temple, a stunning new Latter-day Saint temple near the Four Corners, is nearing completion. Cultural planners emphasize inclusive community design and economic inclusion built with respect for local heritage. Latter-day Saints.
Wow.
In New Mexico. I was watching the Latter-day Saints wives or whatever, or no, I think it was the Mormon wives, but they're they're Latter-day Saints, right? Like Mormons and Latter-day Saints are the same
I
thing,
believe so, correct?
right? I don't know.
Possibly.
But
We
they
gotta
had,
have to look in on that
but
more.
on the show, they were
Try not to dip into
the
the
girls
religion.
were beefing about who had orgies and who was cheating on who with
Oh,
the
no.
wives and the husbands, and it was a big old mess. But they're cool people. It seemed like they're normal, you know, like they're not doing anything bad. They raise their kids the same as everyone else.
Religion is a tough topic, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Religion there. That's why we try to kind of steer away from the
Well,
religion.
I
you know, I
I'll
mean,
be the
we
first
are
one
religious.
to say like, yeah,
you know.
we're religious, but like it's what you do with the religion that counts. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just leave it at that.
Mhm.
I believe that our body is our temple, right? So I believe
Correct.
we could have church in that same temple,
Because
and
he's in with us
and that's
already.
that's my belief.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, and we're gonna leave it there.
well, Latter-day Saints come to New Mexico. Let's see what it's like. All right, cool. Moving on to the bad of New Mexico. Troubling and social justice developments. Deadly juvenile hit and run case in Albuquerque. An 11-year-old is now facing first-degree murder charges in the death of a bicyclist. 2 older teens are also charged. The case highlights a wildly outdated juvenile justice code. So it looks like this 11-year-old took the whip out. He had a couple of older teenagers in the whip with him. They hit a bicyclist. They killed him. First murder degree charges. Or first degree murder charges, sorry. And yeah. You know, we got to do a lot better in New Mexico as far as driving in general. You know, I try to teach my son young around here where, you know, in the places where there's not a lot of cars. We go up to the Isleta amphitheater parking lot where we taught my son Elijah how to drive stick, right, for the first time.
Yep, manual.
A lot of
transmission.
these parents need to take the time to really just sit with their kids and drive with your kids and teach your kids how you were taught how to be drove or how to drive. You know what I'm saying? I think it would save a lot in the future for a lot of these deaths, accidental or worse when they're premeditated. You know what I'm saying? I've seen cases where kids run each other over because they're mad and they don't have a gun and they don't want to fight, so they run each other over in the car parking lot.
It's horrible.
There's just been a lot of stuff going on like this, and I just think we need to do better as even in the justice system. Let's fix that justice code. I don't know. It's sad to know that a parent let their 11-year-old hit the streets with 2 teenagers without making sure the teenagers were driving first, you know, or something like that. Someone that had a license or
That it's just a sad thing there. I
provisional
mean,
at
you know,
least.
some of these younger kids there, they built different. They big like us when we were kids. You know what I mean? We were doing things that teenagers were already doing. You know what I mean? Like we lived life fast there. And I think for some of these children there that are out here, these younger kids, they're not even 11's not even a teenager. That's still a baby, dog. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? They still need to hone their craft. They need to know who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To drive a vehicle there, you know what I mean? You think it's GTA, you know, and you hurt somebody there, you know, it's a sad thing. And now everybody wants to press charges. And I mean, this young person really is, life is starting to move real fast. And that's not giving him time for his mind to develop, but because he wanted to influence the other teenagers and, you know, try to be a part of the, you know, the crowd, the in crowd, you know, as we would say. It's just,
I'm cool. I know how to drive.
yeah, it's crazy. Hey, the joyride, we all did that there. We done that, but we were a lot older.
Yeah.
We were a lot older.
And
You know what I
honestly,
mean?
we were a lot more safer because we knew our parents would kick our fucking asses
If we dented that tire,
not
or
even
we
like, bro.
dented
Imagine if we killed
anything.
somebody driving
That's what I mean.
driving a
It's-
car, dude. Like
with
at
no
11,
license,
12 years old. Yeah.
Oh man, they would right now at 12. They would have. Yeah, it would have been not a good thing there.
All right. Another bad
Be
thing.
safe out there.
Yeah, be safe, New Mexico. Another bad thing in New Mexico, Elephant Butte is currently at 3.7% water. The lowest it's ever been. Very frightening for New Mexico and
Another
its
water
history
thing.
of droughting. Yeah, we were just talking about this earlier. So hopefully those acequias, the good thing of New Mexico, the acequias being built and reservoirs and what have you, hopefully that'll help with all of this water issues that we're having in New Mexico.
Elephant Butte there, that's miles. That's 200 miles of shoreline.
How many acres was it, Brad? Like 76?
Yeah, it's 76 acres there of water, lengthwise there, but with like 200 miles of beaches there. You know what I mean? Little cracks and crevices there, and little spots to go and park the the Jeep and the trailer and hang out. And a lot of people have a lot of good memories there. You know what I mean? And if that dries out, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's just
we've had many summers there where when it was full, like you could literally people have drowned and died in that place. Like now you probably
one did this year.
Yeah,
One did this year there. That guy from the labs. Remember?
They had
to close it off there for a while.
They found him.
Then they finally found him there. I said he went missing on a Friday there. They didn't find him till like Monday or Tuesday, which was, they didn't, still nothing on that there too. So we're gonna let you know and keep you up on to par with that if you don't hear it before. Another source.
All right, moving along to the ugly of New Mexico: corruption, crime, and controversy. Judge resigns over gang ties. Las Cruces judge Joel Cano stepped down after it emerged that a guest in his home was tied to Venezuela's Tren de Agua gang that possessed firearms. He allegedly destroyed evidence, got caught. He had to resign. He was a judge. It's crazy.
He was tied to the gang, right?
Yeah, well,
he had firearms.
His house guest was tied to the gang. The Sinbad in his house was tied to the gang.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't know.
Tren de Agua, or Aragua gang. Tren de Aragua gang.
Tren de Agua.
Okay.
You got me.
Yeah, you say it better.
The name there.
Yeah, Chris is
cut
from
it out,
there.
Cut it out.
Chris is from Valenzuela.
Cut it out. You're gonna get me caught up there and shit. I knew it.
All right, moving along. Youth crime bill collapse.
I don't know you.
There's a youth crime bill collapse. They're naming it the Murder Scholarship. It's just basically saying that it was aimed to provide grants to the rehabilitation of kids that were in these group homes. But now, since murders are happening, they're trying to use this program for that, and they're starting to see like loopholes in the cases that some of these kids that are committing horrendous crimes are getting off. And with just like a slap on the wrist or something like that. And, it's soft on crime sympathy is what they're calling it.
Right. I mean, these younger kids are definitely taking out their aggression a lot more with a weapon before their fists. Don't know what is really going on with that there, but
like, do these kids know how to fight?
I don't.
Have they
watch UFC? They watch WWE.
I don't think they did, dude.
I don't know
if they had any of that. Like what's sad about that, and we can't really blame them for this, is like a lot of the programming that we had as kids, right? That was able to tell us reality from fiction, or right?
Yep.
Reality from nonfiction. Oh yeah. Reality from fiction. Was what we always had in the back of our head, right? Was it real? Was it fake? Was it going to get us in super amount of trouble? Was it not?
Yeah. Were we going to squash the beef?
Yeah. Was it easier to fight the bully than to go to school and shoot him? I think so. But a lot of this stuff that has been programmed in the heads of this generation has made it to where it seems like the easy way out is
shoot 'em up, bang bang,
shoot 'em up, bang bang, and worry about the consequences later. And I've seen this. I've worked in mental health with not only young kids but teenagers and adults, and I've seen the mind state that they do and they don't have at the same time.
Right. Yeah, because they're still learning. They're still trying to figure it out.
Right. But in the midst of figuring out, what do they have? They have rap music, what we were talking about earlier.
Aggression and anger.
Nothing but aggression and anger and misplaced energy and misplaced aggression and misplaced hate, misplaced
thought process
in general. They're what is it called when you their morals are all out of whack.
Forget what's
important. A lot of these kids are they're robbing each other, and they're not only robbing each other, but they're robbing each other for the money that they've scammed from these banks. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yep.
like they're killing each other over this money that's easily accessible. So that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's untraced money.
yeah, and a lot of these things are just happening for those reasons, and for this, this what are
It's
they?
never good to rob anybody over money that's already been robbed from somebody
Yeah,
else.
this murder scholarship
blood
bill
money.
is making
That's
it
blood
even
money.
worse because a lot of these kids
Let's
are
be
just
real.
slipping through the cracks and getting off scot free. When, I think if you do something horrible,
Yeah.
you have to pay for it unless you do just something to go out of your way to get retribution. You know what I'm saying? If whether it's a lot of things or not, you still got to make that effort. But I don't know. I guess that's all I could really say about that.
Don't be shooting anybody, man. Throw down the dukes.
Yeah. Put
know
your
what I'm saying? You
dukes
in the
up, put the
Duke
guns down.
City.
And they had a program
I remember.
in New Mexico and Albuquerque specifically where there was dukes up, guns down. And what they did is people that had beef online or whatever, where it would get to a point where it was deadly, they would be like, you guys willing to put the gloves on and box it out? Or
And now they're making, the kids at school are making money off of it.
yeah.
Imagine if you would have did it back then.
Yeah. Bum fights
See?
2025.
No. That was old school when we first started.
No, I'm saying
We're
the
talking
kid.
about the kids that are in junior high and high school.
Yo, I know.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, they're
that's
still
real.
bums. They don't have no jobs.
We know stories of people that yeah.
No, yeah, we've had friends that lost their lives getting jumped and getting into fights and due to knives and guns and
Yeah, not
stuff
good.
like that. So we definitely know that it's better if you guys really have a problem and you want to live to see another day.
Get a black guy,
like Craig's dad said.
get a black guy, get a fat lip. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Take the lick.
Yeah, it's not that.
You know?
It's not that. It's more embarrassing to die than to get a fat lip for sure. I'll just throw that out there.
Straight up.
Moving on to the bizarre of New Mexico, highway phantoms and skinwalker legends. On route
roads.
Roads.
We be smoking good.
Road.
That's why we're so
On
fresh.
Route 285, north of Taos, travelers recount being stalked by a single motorcycle headlight
Okay.
that matched their exact speed, even when out of sight, only to re-engage as if it was testing them in the dark. And this happened to me the other night, dude. I'm not even joking.
Get the F out.
I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. Like, I swear, dog. Like, when I would get I would get past a certain point, it was like behind the trees.
Yeah.
And then you would get there and it'd be all bloop. And then here's my headlight again. And then I'd catch up to you and then it would like level off and then bloop. And
Really?
I found you again. And I was like, this motherfucker is fucking with me. And I don't know. It's just creepy. If you're really seeing this, and it wasn't on Taos. It was like it was going towards Santa Fe, but it wasn't in the Taos area.
Okay.
I think it was going towards towards the north.
Okay.
But the other north, like going towards Las Vegas, not Taos. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, snap. So
Yeah.
you're like on that. Yeah, like Villanueva Row area there.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys seen that there, let us know. Comment there
Yeah.
if you guys know
If you
anything
guys been
about
followed
that.
by one single headlight,
Yeah, and it's not a bike. You know what I mean? Usually you hear a chopper, or you won't hear a little, a little fast little zip bike. You know what I mean? Like a Honda or 1,000.
yeah. But I didn't hear
Yeah.
nothing though. Honestly, when that fucker was following me, I didn't hear shit. So that's kind of crazy, dude.
That's freaky. I don't like that shit.
And also, a Navajo legend speaks of skinwalkers, shape-shifting witches who take animal form. Multiple commenters claim road trips ended in terror when the eerie silhouettes appeared near cars or followed hikers near Gallup and Araca Mesa.
Oh no.
What do you think about skinwalkers? Have you ever seen one?
Dog, I live out in the woods, cuz. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen a woodwalker?
Woodpecker. I've seen a woodpecker.
Just a woodpecker. maybe
You know
that's
what I mean?
maybe that's the animal form the skinwalker decided to
got you
take
there.
just because he was in Petco's. You
You're
know what I mean?
right. No. There's
No, I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen a skinwalker, but I've seen a bag lady one time. Like they say bag ladies are like there's like these ugly ass witch looking ladies, and they're waving by like wearing the same clothes as the creep show guy.
yeah.
Like shit like that. Like we saw that in Death Valley, bro. We got stranded. Long story short, we ran out of gas. We had to wait for AAA. The cops wouldn't help us. They told us just to wait for the AAA. They put gas. The guy's spilling gas in the dirt as he's putting gas. Whatever. We finally get out of there. But as we're leaving Death Valley, California, I look to the right and I see this like it looked like a bunch of trash bags with the arm coming out of it, waving us by like later. You're lucky I didn't catch up with you, motherfuckers. And I was like, that has got to be the craziest, most creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to my brother Cameron.
Yep.
Got us out of there quick as fuck. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know. I never want to relive anything like that ever again. It was super scary.
Keep the strong faith, dog.
But what's the scariest thing you've ever experienced like that though?
Me there, the Skinwalker. I've actually been up there.
The Skinwalker. The Skinwalker. I seen
The
him.
Skinwalker.
No,
there
go ahead.
for
My
sure.
bad. I just
No. I mean, well, that's a Skinwalker there. I mean, the shape shifts there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They can shape shift into an animal per se, or shape shift into anything like that. You know what I mean? Like I've heard, being up there, I used to do a little bit of logging. You know what I mean? In the Pecos area there. Like most families do.
Lumberjack.
Just a little bit there. I traveled 500 miles there to get this trees. But anyway, there. Yeah. With that being said, no, man. I mean, in the background, I heard some, like branches breaking, like cracking, and you know what I mean. And then all of a sudden, there, I saw something that looked like a spider. The arms kind of went up in like a branchish kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like just kind of poked up, real spider. Like
on it, huh?
No. More, let's say, like it was almost like an anthropod. You know what I mean? Like
like
almost like a spider,
like arachnophobia shit.
Yeah. Well, this one had just like the real high little, and it had two fronts that was this high, and it saw it, and then it kind of like laid back down to lay camouflage with the landscape there.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I tripping there? You know what I mean? It was a long day, been up in the mountains, really high elevation, and I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah, I said, hey, yo, let's get the F out of here. We're pretty high. Not a lot of people around when you're at 12,000 feet, cutting
Right.
trees. And no, yeah.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck.
Nope. And I was like, yo,
Thank you for sharing that.
if they hear you there, nobody's going to hurt. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
All right.
Stay close to somebody. Stay close to the road, folks.
The third bizarre thing in New Mexico, they gave us 4 tonight.
Damn.
Which is awesome.
We got a lot of bizarre shit going on.
The ghost girl on Highway 54 in Vaughn. You know where Vaughn, New Mexico is, right?
Oh, yeah. Shit, well, that's wild. I've never been through there in a while.
Yeah, I've been through there once, I think. It says a viral Reddit post recalls haunting from 1999. A little girl in pink stands beside a car on Highway 54 near Vaughn carrying a doll.
What?
As the family sped off, they dared not to look back. Sorry, they dared not to kill a king's dare. And the girl vanished. No townsfolk or police records confirm the sighting. Still, survivors swear the memory is too visceral to fake. So I do believe in stuff like this. Like I said, we just saw the bag lady on the side of the road. You've seen skinwalker anthropods.
Mm-hmm.
We've definitely
That was weird.
have heard ghost stories in New Mexico. New Mexico is probably one of the most spiritual places on earth. As far as like where we're located and a lot of the history that's happened here, a lot of the murders that have happened on this land, a lot of, just a lot of controversy throughout the state.
Mm-hmm.
What, Billy the Kid, how many people did he kill, you think?
Whew.
A lot of people.
As far as they've counted there, you know what I mean?
And then just the
Like,
countless amount of crazy ass murders that have happened
encounters.
from then until now in 2025.
It's too fast.
I know there's a lot of troubled spirits, and it's hard for them to leave this. It's hard for them to leave this planet and this vibrational sphere that's domed in, if you will. You know what I mean?
Hard to get peace.
Yeah, it's really hard. So we pray that a lot of these entities, such as this little girl, find their way back home, wherever that may be.
Find ease.
Yeah.
Find ease.
All right. Last thing on the bizarre, paranormal police station in Espanola.
Oh, snap.
At the old Espanola police station, locals report disembodied breathing,
What?
unseen footsteps. That was my footstep. Let's see.
I got you.
Let's see. They've even seen apparitions walking the locked halls at night. Security footage supposedly shows figures where none should exist. Some believe the building is haunted by past inmates, people that have died in the cells, or someone who never left.
Okay.
Maybe there's a spirit there before. You know what I mean?
Do we know how old?
How old is the Espanola police station? Let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah, because that could be pretty pivotal
Yeah, keep talking.
to around that time where, little stuff like that in little town gets moved around pretty quick, especially with funding. So, I mean, if that was the first one was, built on something that was something different there and something happened, yeah, definitely. I could see there somebody dying in a cell. I mean, we hear it almost, once or twice a month. There's sometimes 3 times a month, MDC or somewhere, in the South there, Doñana County there, you know what I mean? Santa Fe County, you know what I mean? It's not unfathomable, and we know people die in jail all the time.
Bro,
And yeah,
this thing was only built in 2006.
2006.
It's like 19 years old and it's super haunted.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so there's some. Yeah, that might be some poltergeist.
I think so. They might have.
Might have been some poltergeist.
Well, what happened? What was the reason poltergeist was poltergeist?
Because they built it on land that was sacred.
Sacred to who?
You gotta fill me in. I forgot.
It was like ancient Indian burial grounds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that happens a lot.
Well, that'd be close to Santa Clara, right?
They built over
Right.
Over the graveyard of an ancient Indian burial ground. Yeah, like right over it, and that's why the poltergeist was happening in that
That would
house.
explain the paranormal.
Yeah, so a lot of these things you have to realize what we were talking about earlier, all the murders, all the deaths, even back then, like when people were just literally cowboy and Indianing it.
When it was all the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. There's a lot of murders that happen. There's a lot of spirits that still roam to this day, and that's what we're experiencing when it comes to the bizarre New Mexico.
You know us, we keep it very weird, and we're not talking like Austin. We're talking the Nuevo.
All right.
But yeah, y'all better say your prayers.
Crashout, the sitcom.
I'm your homeboy, your host, Tio Val. You are watching Crashout, the sitcom. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. This was an awesome episode. We're on episode 6. If you guys have any conspiracy theories or drama in the industry that we haven't talked about, we might have skipped over, send us some comments. Send us some messages and stuff that you want us to talk about. We'll cover that shit.
Yeah, we'd love to hear back from you there for sure. You know what I mean? Interact, like, subscribe, share, comment again. And we're just here to keep it real. Some interesting facts that we were talking about there. And let's see if we can debunk it maybe there.
We're just here to crash out. And if they don't like it, Omega, what do we usually tell them?
You know it. Uh-huh.
You are now watching
Y'all stay tuned.
Crashout, the sitcom.
Peace out, everyone.
One love.
I'm finna crash out. Can't get rid of me, that's what they really mad about.